Hello, I will now demonstrate the signs for feelings. So feelings is feel, the middle finger brushes up on your chest twice, and you can add an S for feelings, feelings. Okay, the first sign is afraid. A hands slightly to the left of your body, shake down toward you. And remember, add some expression, afraid. The second one is excite. And that is two hands, middle fingers like feeling, but they rotate in toward you. One finger brushing the chest and coming out like in a circular motion. Excite. Okay. The third one is make. Make. So these are S hands right on top of left, and they just twist. Make. And you want to make sure you don't squeeze it like this because that's a different sign that is used for sexuality. Make out, just so you know. I always like to add those signs so you don't misproduce a sign. So make, it's just a simple S hand touches one side of the left S, and they both twist palm in to touch again. One touch. Make. Actually, two touches. Okay. Make. The third sign is scare. And it is S hands, palm in, and it moves and opens to palm in fives. S's. And the thumb goes across your knuckles on this. Scare. Scare. Okay, the third one is tire, as in I feel tired. Okay, so tire. This is T-I-R-E, the feeling tired. Okay, so it's bent in palms, touch your chest, and arc down. Okay, you're still touching your chest at the end of that sign. So that's the feeling tired. And I just added an ED ending onto that, so tire, tired. The sign for tire, as in the tire on a car, is tire. So you have the T that makes the rotating wheel movement. So that would be a different sign. It means something different. Okay? So the sign for am, A-M, it's on your chin and it comes straight out, am. Again, the sign for feel, it's the middle finger that brushes up on your chest twice. The sign for me, you just take your index finger and point to yourself, right in the middle of your chest, me. The sign for shy, okay, the bent hand, again, it's this kind of a hand shape. It is palm in, so that means it faces toward your face, and it moves up your cheek, shy, shy. I feel shy, shy. There's the expression that goes with it, shy. Good idea to do this when you're practicing signing the signs for feelings. Stand in front of a mirror and see what your face does to make the expression happen when you say that word. Say the word at the same time as you speak it, and that will help to reinforce your facial expression, okay? The sign for, okay, so there's two signs. English sign for upset, upset. The sign for up is a U, palm out, that moves up. And the sign for set, your hand, your left hand is palm down, and that U turns into an A with the extended thumb and sits on top of your left hand. So up, twist it down into an A and have it land on your hand. So that's upset. There's another sign that you can use. This is an ASL sign. And this is the letter P that goes on your abdomen and flips over. Upset, upset. Okay, so that's a P that's on your abdomen with the P face down, and it flips over to face up. Upset. Okay? The sign for anger. It's a claw hand, and it starts down and it comes across your face from the left to the right. Anger. Okay? The sign for happy. It can be used with one hand. That's the proper production for happy, one hand. If you want to emphasize that you're happy, you can use two hands. And you often see that when you sign happy birthday or I am really happy. Okay, just make sure you don't use it over here on your shoulders because that means young. So happy is right here in the middle of your chest, and it's just your palm in hands with your fingers closed that brush up. Happy. The sign for proud is an A, so you know the A is like closed finger with a little stick on the end, and it kind of looks like a lowercase a if you look at my hand this way. An extended A, you bring your hand up, you bring your thumb up like this. So proud comes from the middle of your chest and moves up. Proud. I feel proud. Okay, there's some expression with it, right? The sign for so, S-O. You can finger spell it, S-O, and say so, not S-O. You wouldn't say S-O when you speak. Just sign and speak at a normal pace and add the hands to it. So, so. Or you have the sign, two S's, your right hand brushes past your left. Very small movement, so. Some people say, oh, I don't like to use that English sign. And it is an English-based sign, so. Many people who use ASL prefer to use so as a finger-spelled word. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. The sign for very. Your V hands, fingertips touch, and move out one time. Very. Please be sure that's really clear with your fingertips, not the base of your hands, but your fingertips touching and come out. Very. Okay, the next one is R, A-R-E, and that sign is like am, A-M was an A on your chin that just moves out. R is an R on your chin that moves out. R, am, R. Okay? The sign for hurt. Hurt. Your index fingers twist toward each other. Hurt. Hurt. And there's some expression for you. Hurt. Okay? There's two signs for real. One is an R hand that slides off your left fingertips, palm up, real. The other one is real. Sorry, that's sure. R, real. Real. So the R, index finger and middle finger are on your chin and they arc upward and forward. Real. And you want to give that a slight little head shake. Real. Real. Okay? And the sign for surprise. A hands at your temple, open up to L hands. Surprise! And there's your expression that goes with it. Surprise! A hands open up to L hands. As in your eyes that go from closed to open. That's where that sign comes from. Surprise. Okay, the sign for was. That's the past tense. Am, are, was. So the W is palm in and it throws over your shoulder because this movement here is the indicator for the past tense. It happened back there a while ago. So some people use this one to show a while ago. That's the sign for historical or whatever in American Sign Language. So the past tense marker goes back here, and the sign for was is past tense of the verb to be. So W-A-S, was, and you throw it over your shoulder. The sign for bore, B-O-R-E, as in I am bored. Okay, the sign for bore, your index finger touches your nostril right here on the side, and you twist it. Bore. I feel bored. And that's how you would sign that. This is boring. Boring. And, or you can use the expression boring. Boring. Okay, the sign for mad. I hope you enjoy my personality when I teach. Sorry, you get what you get. Okay, the sign for mad, it's a claw hand at your face and it moves down. Remember, the sign for angry moves across in an arc. The sign for mad comes from your face and down. Mad. I feel mad. And the sign for sad. These are flat hands at your face. They're in front of your face and they move down. I feel sad. Sad. Okay, the sign for that. It's an I-L-Y hand. I-L-Y hand. So I-L-Y. You put them all together. This is the I love you sign, right? It's also the sign that forms the sign for that. So you put your left hand up and your right hand drops down on it. And that pointer finger comes in handy. The pointer finger points over to what you're referring to. So that computer, that light, that girl, that boy. So that finger points in the direction of what you want to refer to. And the sign for Y, a flat hand is on your temple on the right hand side and it drops down to a Y. Why? Okay, so this is the expression when you ask a question in sign language. Your facial expression replaces the inflection in the tone of your voice. So you have why. So this is your eyebrows would furrow and you slightly lean forward. So your facial expression is really asking the question, why? And you do that for who, what, where, when, and why. Okay? And that's opposed to a yes-no question. The expression for a yes-no question is an arched eyebrow. So as opposed to why, a furrowed eyebrow, picture it as a W that happens right there at your eyebrow. That'll remind you it's a WH question. So the ones that where you arch your eyebrows, do you want to go? Do you? Are you? Will you? That's an answer. You would answer yes, no to those questions. And so you use that arched eyebrow for those. So the sign for why, flat hand to a Y hand, dropping down. Flat hand drops down to a Y hand. Why? Okay, and the last two are going to be worry with W's, and they circle and alternate at your brain pretty much. Worry. Okay, you might see this way, worry, with that's not initialized with W's. I see it both ways. So you can sign worry, and you would have kind of a worried look on your face. I feel worried. Okay, and then the last two are added vocabulary words for mother, father, and if you want to say mom, dad, that's fine. If you want to change that to an English version, that would be mom with an M, and D for dad. Dad, father, open hand 5, mom with an M, that's like the 3 legs of a lowercase n, M that you see here, M. And I like to extend the finger so it's clear. Sorry about that. Right at the end of the video. So I like to extend the M's, the fingers on the M, so it's clear. You might see a poster that looks like this, and I find that to be very unclear. So this just helps to make it more clear if you extend your fingers out. So it's this way, M. So mom at the chin, mother with a 5. Mother, father, mom, dad with a D. Okay? That's all I have for you today. Now, I will give you a couple of affixes. So affixes are word endings. So we did the ing. It's an ing that twists out. It's an I that starts in and it twists out. The ed you throw over your shoulder. If you want to add the y to like the word anger, you can say angry. Anger, and you change the claw to a Y. Angry. Angry. Okay, and then the LY is an IL hand, ILY hand, so ILY. You put them all together and it just squiggles down. So like happily, happily. That's a word that you might find in a fairy tale. So happily. Okay, that's it for lesson 1, beginning feelings. Thanks. Bye.